What's good, ladies and gents? Welcome to the MKO Pugilism Boxing channel, where we talk all things boxing. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, put it on all so you can get notified as soon as we drop new content on this channel. So let's talk about the main event from last night, which was the Big Bang versus Alabama Power, the Bronze Bomber Deontay Wilder. So Big Bang Zhang versus Deontay Wilder. This was the two heavyweights. And at the time of the fight, Queensberry had won all 4 of their fights in a row. They'd also had a stoppage by their captain, Hamza Shiraz. So going into this Wilder versus Zhang fight, you know, Wilder pretty much had to knock out Zhang to bring Matchroom back. You know, they couldn't win the competition, but this would at least restore some respect for Matchroom. So going in, that was the story. And Zhang, all Zhang had to do was just win the fight by even on points, and that's it. Team-wise, this was pretty much over. But yeah, from the opening bell, you had Zhilei Zhang just quite dominant, pushing Deontay Wilder back. Deontay Wilder not really doing much on the back foot, just sort of sticking his left hand out, threatening to throw the right hand. But when he's threatening to throw the right hand, he's so sort of leaned back that even if he did throw, it wouldn't have any pop, wouldn't have any power on it. So Zhang was pretty much just on the front foot, bullying Deontay Wilder, pushing Deontay Wilder back all the way through the fight, you know, landing his combinations, landing a good solid right jab. Deontay Wilder was able to slip a few of the punches, but for the most part, you know, he was in there getting bullied, getting backed up, and Wilder wasn't really offering any resistance from the opening bell. He was pretty much sort of conceding that Zhang is going to push me back, and I'm accepting being pushed back. He didn't ever sort of try to push Zhang back and try to sort of stamp his authority on the fight. He was quite content to allow Zhilei Zhang to dictate the pace of the fight and to be the bully in there. And obviously Zhang outweighed Wilder by so much, by probably 70 pounds or something ridiculous like that. And, you know, he was on the front foot, Zhang landing nice straight shots, going also to Deontay Wilder's body. And Wilder was just really struggling to sort of stay on his feet. He just looked completely off. He looked a little bit intimidated by Zhang. He looked a bit scared by Zhilei Zhang as well. And he was just watching Zhang and just sticking that left hand out there, but not really throwing any punches. And as the fight wore on, Deontay Wilder, he let that right hand go a couple of times, but it was just abysmal boxing from Deontay Wilder, because you had a man coming forward in Zhilei Zhang, and Wilder really needed to at least do something. He needed at least like a 1-2 or something, or just let, even if you just not throwing the jab, but you got to let that right hand go. And he just wouldn't do it. He just wouldn't pull the trigger on Zhilei Zhang. I mean, there were times he did it, but then when he did it, it was just a punch that either Zhilei Zhang would see coming, or Zhilei Zhang would sort of take the sting off of it, move his head back a little bit. So he gave a few flush right hands to Zhilei Zhang, but unfortunately for Wilder, even when he did land it, he was on the back foot and sort of trying to get away from Zhilei Zhang. So it didn't really have any real impact on Zhilei Zhang. I mean, it was just, Wilder's work was just almost non-existent with the left hand. And you know, the right hand was like, it was throwing like 1 right hand per round, and it was pretty dominant stuff from Zhilei Zhang, just dominating on the front foot, bullying Wilder, pushing him into the ropes. When he's getting onto the ropes, just landing some good shots. Wilder was sort of ducking and avoiding punches, but you know, ultimately Zhang was landing some bombs. He hurt him a couple of times, and then the end eventually came in the 5th round. And you could just tell the writing was on the wall, because the 4th round, Wilder gets hurt again. And, you know, 5th round, you could tell he was a sucker. He was there for the taking. He was off balance, constantly leaning back and dangling that left hand about, and not throwing a jab. It was just, you know, from Deontay Wilder. I mean, yes, he did. It just showed that he's basically shot. He's finished now. But I would have thought that even he's finished, he's gone now. You would have thought that at least that Malik Scott, whoever's training him, that JD, they would have told this guy, throw a damn jab, throw a jab at least. Because I think if he actually threw a jab rather than just poking his hand out there. He gives Zhang something to think about, but he just keep dangling the hand, and then Zhang catches him with a beautiful, I think it was a left hook. He catch him with a left hook, and he hit him so hard that when he connected with Wilder, Wilder actually spun round and turned his back on Zhilei Zhang. And then he was like, he was hurt so bad that he started talking to someone ringside. So he spins around, his back's on Zhang, and he's talking to someone in the crowd or the corner or whatever. And then Zhang follows up, runs after him, gives him another right hook. And then that's it. That's all she wrote. Deontay Wilder just goes, knocks Spark out and goes to sleep. And that's about it. That's all she wrote on that one. So, yeah, great victory for Zhilei Zhang. And as for Deontay Wilder, he's had a decent career, loads of title defenses. He's been a world champion. What Deontay Wilder needs to do now is hang up the gloves, because he's clearly shot. He clearly doesn't have anything left. You know, he hardly threw a punch in there, and he just doesn't seem to have the ambition or the ability, or either that, or it's either he doesn't have the ambition, or it's a case of his body's literally broken down to the point where he just physically can't do it anymore. And I think that's where he is. So, yeah, for Deontay Wilder, I'm in agreement with Carl Froch. He said the same thing in his blog, that, look, now it's time to just enjoy your family. You've had a great career. You've had Saudi paydays, big paydays with Fury and everything. Just go ahead, retire from boxing and enjoy your life. I think that's what he needs to do. As for Zhilei Zhang, he just needs to get in there with the big boys now. Try and get an AJ fight. Try and get, you know, after Fury Usyk finish, try and get in line there to fight. Or he might, you know, I think him versus Daniel Dubois might be a good one, since Dubois won his fight as well. You know, that's what it's got to be for Zhang. But try and go for the top, try and go for the titles. But let me know your thoughts anyway on this. Deontay Wilder gets KO'd, and hopefully he retires on the back of this by Zhilei Big Bang Zhang. Big Bang Zhang destroys him in 5 rounds. So that's my thoughts on it. Let me know yours in the comments below. Until next time, it's MKO Pugilism, over and out.